How it just like puts you in a good mood, right? The iconic sound of the song When You Wish Upon a Star, synonymous with the whole Disney brand. Some would say it's the nostalgia of hearing it would make you think back to when you went to Disney World or Disneyland as a kid. The LA Times reports tens of millions of people go to the parks every year, and many going into debt just to fund their fairy tale moment. For example, a couple whose husband got a second job to pay for their, quote, Disney addiction, and a family that put off their son's dental work to pay for their annual trip to Disneyland. What makes this place so irresistible? Well, let's talk to licensed clinical psychologist Dr. Melanie English to help us understand the obsession behind Disney vacations. So what does the data show about the allure of Disney?
Yes, it's really fascinating because we see that Disneyland is offering a multifaceted experience, right? It's not just going on rides or having a family vacation. There are sights, sounds, smells, and merchandise specifically targeted at the people going to Disneyland. And since we are pleasure seekers as human beings, we're having and experiencing a good time and wanting to come back to replicate and experience those sights, sounds, and touches again, over and over again.
And to feel like a kid, right? I mean, there's just something special about the magic of Disney, but it's really expensive. I mean, those examples of people willing to break the bank just to pay for a trip to Disney, and you look at some of the prices. So 2-day tickets for 2 adults, 2 kids, $1,100 plus. Hotel, $1,300. Transportation, $207. Cha-ching, cha-ching. It just keeps adding up. Why not make the theme parks more affordable for people? They go more often.
That's a really good question. And I think when you have a good thing going with all of these orchestrated components to bring people back to your parks, you're going to get those people going back to the parks. But certainly there are other ways to create nostalgia, to have visits with, your family, to create a memory and to go back to other places. It's just, there is certainly an allure to Disneyland. And they've been doing that for, decades now.
Right. And I guess they don't make it cheaper because they don't have to. People are still paying. Some of the reasons the Los Angeles Times cited for the Disney addicts, travel craving, that's real. Something smells funny, so Disney has those smellitizers. Feeding peer influence, nostalgia that we are wired to crave. What stands out to you on the list of reasons why people are willing to move their lives around to visit Disney?
Well, I'll say that Daryl Austin put this article together and put together a lot of things that I knew and I find fascinating as a psychologist, but also I'm a consumer. So seeing all of these things in one article kind of also reminded me of the, again, multifaceted approach that Disneyland has. So I had heard before about the smellitizers. I kind of wondered if that was true or an urban legend, if you will, but it's certainly there. And so I think the totality of these combinations are what makes things so successful, right? And since we have these smells that bring back strong emotions, we see these characters that are iconic of Disneyland, we see the rides and sort of the infrastructure and whatnot, we want that hit again, and so we're inclined to go back. If you have a bad experience in a theme park or an event or a vacation, let's say you have a bad meal or you have a thunderstorm or you're jet lagged or whatnot, you may not want to necessarily go back to that place. But when you have a multifaceted approach where you have smells, you have foods that are iconic, you have the characters, you have the whole package, you may be inclined to overlook that one negative experience because you're going to look holistically at the whole experience.
Yeah, and people just love it. I'm surprised, though, that other parks haven't been able to replicate the magic of Disney, right? I mean, it's there for all to enjoy, but we haven't seen it yet. Why?
Well, I think Disneyland's been around quite a while. Of course, they market their brand into movies and toys, and so I think there are other theme parks that are certainly are in the running for trying to create this experience. And I don't know that they can do that just yet because Disney's had this going on for so long and it has a lot of unique components to it. But, we have sort of strategized psychology and smells and nuances and a lot of other facets with concerts and ball games and even some restaurants. So there's a lot to be said about trying to bring customers in.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.